Hello, and thank you for tuning into this week's Mayor's Update, and Merry Christmas. We have a shorter update here this week, just with everything going on, but just a couple of updates and thank yous before we get to the Christmas weekend. First of all, I want to congratulate the students at Holy Family Academy and Gardner High School for two phenomenal Christmas concerts they put on this past week. It was great to be able to join the Holy Family Band with my trumpet that I first learned when I was a student over at Holy Family Academy, and then the next night to have our Gardner High School winter concert, where we've got the chorus from the 8th grade and the high school, the select choir, the jazz band, and the Gardner High School band performing a great selection of Christmas music, and then ending with the tradition that we have here in Gardner of allowing any Gardner residents or alumni to join the band in the chorus with your instruments or your voice in singing Handel's Hallelujah Chorus. So it was a great way to end the night, and I just want to say thank you very much to everyone who was involved in putting those together. Again, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear, which is what I've heard from a couple of different movie quotes, particularly with Buddy the Elf, and several different signs here in Gardner City Hall. So thank you to everyone who made that possible by sharing your musical talents with us this past week. I'd like to take a special thank you for former City Councilor Nate Boudreau for his service to the community as a City Councilor over the past 9 years. Councilor Boudreau did resign from the City Council this past Monday in order to take a full-time job as the Town Administrator for the Town of Hubbardston, and we wish him luck on his next endeavors in our town next door. However, that does leave a vacancy on the City Council. The City Charter does set out a specific way in which that vacancy can be filled. Normally, if there was someone else who ran against the current incumbent in the last election, they would then take over that seat. However, Councilor Boudreau did run unopposed in the 2021 municipal election. Therefore, the City Council has gone with the next step that is listed in the City Charter, that if no one ran against the individual in the last municipal election, residents of that ward are to submit letters of interest and resumes to the City Council for them to be able to consider and then vote to appoint someone to fill that seat for the remainder of the term before the next municipal election in this upcoming November of 2023. So if you are a resident of Ward 3 and you are interested in serving on the City Council, they are actively right now accepting letters of interest and resumes for consideration for the appointment for the remaining year of the term. Any questions on that can be directed to the City Clerk's office here at Gardner City Hall. And if you are interested in submitting a letter of interest and a resume, you may send that to the City Clerk's office as well. We want to remind people that the State of the City address will take place on Tuesday, January 10th here at Gardner City Hall. It'll begin with my address up in the City Council chambers. There'll be a reception down here where we are right now in Perry Auditorium, where Council President Kaczynskis will also give her response to my State of the City address, and it should be a fun night for all and a great way to kick off our centennial celebrations here in the city during the 2023 calendar year. While speaking about kicking off our celebrations for our city centennial, we want to remind people that on December 31st during the day, there will be a special kickoff event for the city centennial celebration over at Jackson Playground on Cross Street. The Centennial Committee put together an event with our new city outdoor skating rink that is going to be put over on the basketball courts of Jackson Playground. It should be a fun day for all. More information on that can be found on the City Centennial Celebration Facebook page, or you can contact my office at any time and talk to Rachel, Colin, or I, and we'll be happy to get all of that information out to you regarding that event. Lastly, we just want to remind people, please do sign up for Code Red if you are not already on that system. The Code Red system is what we use to let people know about parking bans that are going out, different other important information that we want the residents to know about right away. This past storm, we had 11 people towed because they did not move their cars during the parking ban, several of them from out of state that were visiting Gardner residents. So if you do get that Code Red call, or you see that there is a parking ban on the city's website or Facebook page or on Gardner Educational Television, make sure you are letting your guests know that they also need to leave the street at night. Otherwise, we will have a towing issue. And we don't want to have a situation where someone has to pay for something if they don't have to. So please, please, please make sure you are signed up for Code Red. You can do so by visiting the city's website, www.gardner-ma.gov, or you can contact my office, and Rachel and Colin can help you register as well. And again, any questions on that, you can talk to either of them. Again, my office number is 978-630-1490. And then, excuse me, I did forget one thing here. Lastly, I do want to remind people that the city Christmas lights contest was closed this past week. I want to thank the 3 celebrity judges that did that and the Stevens family for putting that on. We will have the winners available in next week's broadcast. It took a little bit longer to get the results back because we had someone join the contest without realizing that a house in Gardner, Kansas was joining Gardner, Massachusetts Christmas light contest. So the judges went around looking for a street that did not exist here in Gardner, Massachusetts. So it just took a little bit longer. But thank you very much to the house over in Gardner, Kansas that tried to join our contest. And I hope your Christmas is as merry and bright as it sounded. However, that concludes this week's Mayor's Update. Merry Christmas from myself, Rachel, Colin, all of us here at Gardner City Hall. And thank you very much for a very happy and productive year that we had in Gardner. We know, all of us in this building know how blessed we are to be able to work in this community. And with everything else going on in the Christmas season, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you on behalf of all of us. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you very much, and have a Merry Christmas.